Hey guys, back with you. Sorry about that. I accidentally stopped my video from recording and I didn't feel like recording it again. So, anyway, notice I have a Florida State shirt on too. Sorry, I'm from Tallahassee. Get over it. Look, I got my Gator hat on as well. So, we're fair and balanced. Anyway, so yeah, what we have is this use of contraception called a contraceptive called PZP, which is currently being researched in its effectiveness, that produces antibodies that stick to a white-tailed deer female's eggs and inhibits sperm from fertilizing the egg. So it's proven effective in some circumstances. There was a study I researched that had 7.9% population reduction, but this is typically isolated small deer herds where immigration and immigration are not happening in large, more natural settings. There's just no real conclusive data that so far that this contraceptive will be effective, because as soon as you use it, on a few females, then just more come in, and it really doesn't have that much of an effect as far as large wild populations go. However, it's still in its initial phases, and the future's promising as far as looking into what we can actually do with this as far as real population reduction. The other form of management that I looked at was ecosystem level management, which uses remote sensing and GIS in order to identify physical and spatial characteristics of areas where DVCs are the highest. That way they can avoid them, such as routing roads, which avoid topography that would facilitate deer movement. Variables that they look at, including land cover, distance to forest cover, right-of-way topography, amount of water in the area, and other features that are wildlife corridors. And so what they've been doing is they've been studying the areas where these DVCs are the highest, and then using statistics correlation in order to find out what type of habitat and spatial arrangement of habitats really increase the amount of DVCs in an area. And they found a lot of things. They found that areas with high cultivated land tend to really increase the amount of DVCs in the area. These are areas where deer are feeding a lot, and so high population numbers are in those areas where they're feeding specifically at different times of year and different times of the day. So I was mainly looking at those two types of management and studying which ones seem to be working. I've kind of found out, and I should have known. Initially I wanted to discover what was the most effective form of management for reducing deer vehicle collisions, but you really, in ecology, it's so diverse and varying that no one solution can help reduce DVCs in every area. Something that works on one street could not work a mile away, just because of ecology and landscape ecology and how diverse it is and all the variables that are just uncontrollable, and that's just the way it is. So each area needs to be assessed individually. The best methods, whether it's hunting or contraception or translocation or any of the methods that are used by wildlife managers to reduce populations or to study areas and assess what types of habitats really increase the amount of DVCs in an area. It all needs to be used collectively for each circumstance in order to be effective, and that's what I found out. mostly, but it was very interesting, and I enjoyed doing it, and I enjoyed the class, and thank you guys for watching my video, and see you all in school soon.